That's right, Dan. Aaron, well, the Monterey County Board of Supervisors voted unanimously in favor of this resolution, with the exception of Supervisor Phillips, who went home sick. Now, this resolution was in response to an executive order that restricts travel and immigration from certain countries. Now, in the resolution, the board called the executive order discriminatory and detrimental to Monterey County businesses and universities which employ or enroll people from those countries. Now, there was a small crowd here today because this resolution was introduced in short notice, but we did hear from some residents, some who vehemently opposed this resolution and others who applauded the county for moving forward with it.
I'm totally opposed to this resolution. I think it's very misguided. I think it shows a tremendous misunderstanding of the executive order.
It's affecting a broad spectrum of American citizens, our friends abroad, our own students that come here are fearful now of can they go back for spring break or can they not.
Now, this decision today does make clear how the board feels about the president's executive order, but when it comes to action, it's mostly symbolic, and it really when it comes to the resolution, the only action associated to it is that they are going to send a message to congressional leaders asking them to prevent this order from moving forward. Dan, Aaron.
All right, Bianca, thank you. The travel ban, as well as the federal hiring freeze, could deliver a 1-2 punch to our local military installations. Action News reporter Caitlin Conrad joins us live from Monterey with a closer look at the challenges that both those executive orders are posing.
Well, Aaron, it looks like specifically the hiring freeze could have an impact at the Defense Language Institute here in Monterey. President Donald Trump's order was signed on the 23rd. A memorandum on the order states that no vacant positions existing at noon on January 22, 2017 may be filled, and no new positions may be created except in limited circumstances. Trump had noted that his long-promised action to shrink the federal government would not apply to the American military. But at the Defense Language Institute, the executive order could have an impact on about 12% of its instructors. There's a lot of uncertainty surrounding this issue, but based on information that we received Monday, we know that 12% represents about 200 employees who work at the Defense Language Institute on the Presidio of Monterey. Those instructors, who are almost exclusively from foreign language countries, have contracts that expire within the 90-day period in the order, and they may not be able to reapply for their jobs because of the hiring freeze. This again is based on information released Monday. On Tuesday, the Office of the Secretary of Defense declined to confirm this information and released this statement on the issue. We are finalizing department-wide guidance which will provide additional information with respect to exemptions related to the department's national security and public safety responsibilities. The Defense Language Institute was expected to release more information on this today, but it has now declined to comment. It's forwarding us to the Office of the Secretary of Defense. I was able to get someone on the line there today. They say they are still assessing the situation. Aaron?
So still a lot of unanswered questions.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Caitlin. Affected employees at the DLI said that they will be meeting tonight. They hope to get more information about the freeze and how it could affect them.